So we want to solve a simultaneous equation. And this equation is one linear and one quadratic. This is the quadratic. X squared plus y squared is 17. That's one quadratic. And one linear. Here we have y is equals to x minus 3. So one quadratic, one linear, and we got to solve it simultaneously. Now, one of the easiest way that you want to work it out is you take this value of y, okay, which is x minus 3, and replace in for y, okay, in the first equation. But mind you, again, this is the first equation and this is the second equation. So you take this value for y, which is x minus 3, and substitute for y in the first equation, and that's going to look something like this. You have s squared plus, but y is already x minus 3, so you substitute this here, so that's going to be x minus 3 squared is equals to 17. And of course, if you expand this, but first you take this one down, which is s squared, and if you expand this, you get s squared minus 6x, I think, to give you plus 9. Yep, that if you expand this whole bit here, and that's equals to 17. Now you can decide to bring 17 on the left side, but before doing that, let's simplify everything here that can be simplified. S squared and s squared, 1 and 1, s squared is 2s squared, and then you have minus 6x, so you have plus 9 minus 17 equals 0. Okay, so this simplifies to 2s squared minus 6x, 9 minus 17, that will give you minus 8 equals 0. So now you're gonna bring this whole bit up here, so you have here 2s squared minus 6x minus 8 equals 0. You can see that it's a lot easier to factorize if you divide all the coefficient of x and also 8 by 2, okay, because 2 can divide through each of them, so you divide by 2 throughout. So you're gonna have s squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So what you want to do is to factorize this, okay. So if you factorize this, x here and x here, so what two numbers you will add, it will give minus 3, and if you multiply, you get minus 4. Now I think that number will have to be minus 1, and I think, is it minus 4, or is it plus 1 and minus 4? I think so, because plus 1 times minus 4 will give you minus 3, and if you multiply plus 1 and minus 4, you get minus 4. Okay, so when you do this, obviously you can see that the answer here, you take the reverse of plus 1, that's 1, or you take the reverse of minus 4, that's definitely going to be 4. Now the reason why you do this is because, I need to say something here clearly. If you take the reverse of plus 1, that's minus 1, and the reverse of minus 4 is 4. So that's the answer for x. Now that's pretty very easy. Now if you want to get the answer for y, okay, the corresponding values for this for y, you definitely going to take these values and replace for x in the second equation. So the second equation actually here begins with y is equal to x minus 3, and of course you know x is minus 1, so that's going to be minus 1 minus 3, definitely that's going to give you minus 4. And again, you know that you want to get the corresponding value for this value here 4. Again, you use the same second equation, which is y equals x minus 3, and of course you can see that x here is 4, so do 4 minus 3. So if you do 4 minus 3, that's 1. So you can see that the answers all have been gotten. So here is the answer for x, and right here are the answers for y. So I think this makes it easier for you. So if you have a question, you can put them in the comment section, and I want to say thank you guys. See you in your next video.